Good morning, students. Welcome back to our class. Today we are going to read a new poem, and the name of the poem is The Last Bargain, which is in Honeydew Book of Class 8. So, students, with this poem, we are going to inculcate two Dalmia core values. One is happiness, and the other is sense of humor. With this, how a man who is not happy with all the valuable things like money, power, and the materialistic things, but he is happy only with a smile of a child. So, students, similarly, the student must also do the work in which they are happy, they feel happy. The other is sense of humor, means how humorously, without taking the seriousness of the life, we should solve our problems. So, students, this is the name of the poem, The Last Bargain, which is written by Rabindranath Tagore. As you all know, Rabindranath Tagore was a well-known poet, and Rabindranath Tagore, FRAS, and also known by his sobriquets Gurudev, Kabi Guru, and Vishwa Kabi, was a polymath, poet, musician, and artist from the Indian subcontinent. He reshaped Bengali literature and music, as well as Indian art with contextual modernism in the late 19th and early 20th centuries. He was born on 7th May 1861 in Kolkata, and he died on 7th August. You can see the similar date 7/7. He died on 7th August 1941 in Jorasonko, Thakurbari, which is in Kolkata. So this was about the poet. Now coming back to the poem, there is a short summary of the poem. The poem consists four stanza, and which is the summary of the poem is: a person is in need of work and wishes to be hired. Hired means someone wants to just hire him in place of either money or something else, so that he can be busy doing a job. First, he strikes a bargain with a king holding a sword, but seeing that his power counted for nothing, he did not accept the offer. There was nobody who offered him work at noon, and the man kept walking. Then he saw an old man who wished to hire him for money, but he turned away the offer also. So, this is at the end, we will see what happens. So, we are coming to the first stanza. See, the introduction of the poem is that, "Come and hire me," I cried, while in the morning. I is for the man. So, this introduction is that the poem is about someone looking for a job. However, he wants to be hired. So, you can see, "Come and hire me," I cried, while in the morning I was walking on the stone paved road, sword in hand. The king came in his carriage. Carriage is a kind of, yes, it is a kind of the horse which is leading the cabin. So in his carriage, he held my hand and said, yes, he held my hand and said, "I will hire you with my power." But his power counted for naught. Naught means useless, worthless. And he went away in his carriage. See, this is what it is. The poem is about someone looking for a job. However, he wants to be hired without losing his freedom. That means anybody can take him for work but without losing his freedom. The poet tells us that he received offers from the rich king, the powerful and the beautiful. So when the king proposes him that the first offer came from a king early in the morning, he had more power than wealth. He offered the man his power in return for the man's labor. The man, however, felt that the king might was not worth much, so he refused the king's offer. That means he saw that the power was useless, it was worthless, and he was not happy with that power, so he refused the king. The heat of the midday, the heat of the midday, the houses stood with shut doors. Means at the noon, as you all know, all were taking rest in their houses. No was looking out. I wandered along the crook lane, crook which is not straight, it's bent. An old man came out with his bag of gold. He pondered and said, I will hire you with my money. He paid his coins one by one, but I turned away. Now he is telling. Now, the heat of the midday, that means it was the noon time, and all were taking rest. The hot was very much, and all were taking rest in their houses with their doors shut. So I was wandering along that lane, that street. Just then, an old man came with his bag of gold. He pondered and said, he smiled and said, I will hire you with my money. So what he is telling? So he pondered, that man, he offered him a lot of gold in return for his labor. The man was not much impressed. The wealth did not attract him. So he refused that offer also. That means he was not interested in the wealth also. Now it was evening. The garden hedge was all aflower. The fair maid came out and said, I will hire you with a smile. Her smile paled and melted into tears, and she went back alone into the dark. Now the proposal was from the beauty. So then it was evening, there was natural beauty all around. There were flowers in the hedge. A beautiful girl came to the man. She gave a pretty smile. She offered to give the man her smiles in return for his labor. However, the man found that her happiness was only sorrow in disguise. Means she was also suffering from any kind of pains, any sorrows she was having. So he refused that offer also. Now he did not like that offer also. That means power, wealth, and beauty. He got offer from these three things and he refused power, wealth, and beauty. Now at last, the last proposal was the sun glistened on the sand. That was, it was shining on the sand, and the sea waves broke waywardly. The waves were going up and down in the sea. The child sat playing with shells. He raised his head and seemed to know me and said, I hire you with nothing. That means I don't have any power, I don't have any wealth, I don't have any beauty, but still I hire you with nothing. From henceforward, that bargain struck in child's play made me a free man. So the last proposal was from a child. He was playing with shells. Ultimately, the man came to the seashore where he found a child playing with shells. The child offered to take his services in return for nothing. That means he didn't offer any kind of power, any kind of wealth, or any kind of beauty. And he hired him for nothing. The man accepted the offer because while playing with the child, he was still a free man. So, students, can you tell me what is the moral of the story? Yes, the moral of the story is that an innocent child innocent child who was a free child. He was free from any kind of power. He was free from wealth. He was free from pains and sorrows. He was free from any beauty. So that child attracted that man, and he was hired with that child with freedom. Yes. So similarly, students, you should also not get attracted with the worldly things, that is power, that is wealth, that is beauty. You should always attract with the things which is pure, which is true, and in which you feel your freedom. That means you don't feel that you are a slave or you are under the custody of some other person. Whatever you do, do it freely with free mind. So similar is the case in the poem also. That man was hired with an innocent child because of his freedom. So students, this was about the poem. Stay at your home till we meet in our next class. Stay fit, stay healthy, stay blessed. Thank you. Have a nice day.